Hello dear students, I am Kirtika Trivedi from DPS Gandhinagar. Today I am going to discuss about OpenOffice Writer 1, that is chapter number 7 from class 9. That is a part of OpenOffice package, and Writer is specially used to create the different type of documents. Now we will see what is word processor. A word processor is a package that processes textual matter and creates organized and flowless documents. A word processor has everything that a conventional typewriter has. In addition, it not only removes all the limitations of typewriter but also offers various useful features that cannot be even dreamed of with typewriters. We will discuss about the features of word processor. These are some features of word processor. The first feature is fast. Typing text in a word processor becomes speedy as there is no mechanical carriage movement associated. Second is editing feature. Any type of correction like insertion, deletion or any kind of modification can be done with the use of this feature. The third one is permanent storage. With this feature, you can create the documents and you can save as long as you desire. The next is formatting features. The type text can be made to appear in any form of style like bold, italic, underline and different kind of fonts you can apply. That comes in a formatting part. Graphics. Most modern word processors provide the facility of incorporating drawings in the documents, which enhances their usefulness. The next is OLE. OLE means object linking and embedding. Most modern word processors provide facilities to link or embedded objects in a document. OLE is a program integration technology that you can use to share information between programs to objects. With the use of this feature, you can link charts, equations, video clips, audio clips, pictures, etc. along with your document. The next is spell check feature. Word processors are not only capable of checking spelling mistakes but also can suggest the possible alternatives for incorrectly spelled words. The next is mail merge. The mail merge facility enables you to print a large number of letters or documents with more or less similar text. The last but not least is feature WYSIWYG. WYSIWYG means what you see is what you get. With this feature, we can say whatever you type in the document, similar output you can see on the screen at the same time. WYSIWYG is a program, is one that shows the document on screen exactly the way it will when you take a print. Now we will see getting started with OpenOffice Writer. When we start OpenOffice Writer, you will have this kind of screen on your desktop. These are the screen elements: title bar, menu bar, formatting toolbar, standard toolbar, drawing toolbar, status bar, scroll bar and the work area. Here one by one, I would like to show you all these elements of the screen. First is title bar. Title bar is located on the title of the screen. This is the title bar where I am scrolling my cursor. Here you can see the icon of the writer. The next part is untitled one, that is the file name. Once you save the file, that particular file name will be appear on this title bar, and the name of the application, that is OpenOffice Writer. And right hand side you can see the minimize, maximize and close button. Below the title bar you can see the menu bar. Menu bar is located below the title bar and it lists the writer menu option. Below the menu bar you can see the formatting toolbar, the standard toolbar and the drawing toolbar. This is formatting toolbar. It appears with all the features we used to change the font settings in the formatting toolbar. And the basic tools like file, open, save, undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, similar commands will be available in the standard toolbar. This is called a standard toolbar. And the drawing toolbar, the various shapes which you can draw with the use of drawing toolbar. In the middle of this, you can see this is called a work area. This is the area in the document window where you enter the text of your document. Here you can see the scroll bar. This is vertical scroll bar, and similarly the horizontal scroll bar. Scroll bars are used to view different areas of the active window. The last one is a status bar. Status bar displays the information which includes page numbers, the column and the line number on which your cursor is present at any given point of a time. Here you can see page 1 of 1 means total this document is having 1 page and we are on current 1 page. The next topic is non-printing characters. These non-printing characters do not appear on the paper when you print the document. So generally it is useful to see particular when you are working with heavily formatted documents and need to keep track of your tabs, spaces, blank lines, etc. So here you can see the 3 types of non-printing characters available in the writer, that is paragraph marker, spacebar and the tab key. Now whenever you use these non-printing characters, all the paragraphs means wherever you have pressed enter key in the document, those are available with the paragraph mark. Wherever you have put up the space in between of the text or letters, those spaces are available, are seen with the dot. And wherever you have put up the tab key means 5 spaces together in the document, so they are visible with the use of this arrow sign. Now I will show you the same thing in the document of writer. Now in the writer document screen, the non-printing character sign is available on the standard toolbar. Once you click it, you can see all the places where you have put up the enter key. You can see this paragraph marker, and all the places where you have given the space bar, a space between the 2 words, that is seen using the dot. Now here you cannot see the tab stops because I have not given any tab stops. If you want to see the tab stop marks, I can press the tab key over here anywhere in between, so you can see wherever I am pressing the tab key, that particular arrow key is seen. So this is what the use of paragraph marker. This paragraph marker is toggle key. Once you press again, you can see all the paragraph marker will be hidden. Ctrl plus F10 is the shortcut key to on and off the paragraph marker. Next we will see about how to save the file, how to close the document and how to exit from the writer. So this all can be done with the use of file menu command. Now as you can see here, whenever we save any file in the writer, it will give the extension ODT, that is ODF text document, means OpenOffice document format text document. When we click the file and save, as this file is already saved, you will not get any dialog box to open. Once you click on Save As, as you want to save the file, same file with another name, you can have another dialog box, that is Save As dialog box command, and here you can see Save As type is ODT. To close the particular file, you can go with the close command, and to come out from this writer means this application will be closed with the use of exit. The shortcut key for saving is Ctrl S, and the shortcut key to come out or to close the writer document, that is Ctrl plus Q. The next topic is margins. The distance from the text to the paper edge is called margin. There are 4 types of margin, that is left, right, top and bottom. Now here, as we have discussed, the distance from the text to the paper edge means the top margin is having the distance between the top paper edge to the text boundary, and same as for left and right. The left margin is having the left side paper edge to the text boundary, and right margin is having the right side paper edge to the text boundary. Now margins can be seen using format and page. Format page in the page tab, you can see this left, right, top and bottom margins. The default margin size is 2 to each. Here I can change the size, suppose to 1.50, 1.50 each. So now you can see this paper age and the text boundary distance is decreased. Next is column. When we want to type the document in the newspaper or magazine styles in the column style, we can use this feature columns. Suppose this is your document which you have typed, and now you want to convert this document into column styles. So you can go format and columns. The menu format and columns command. Here you can see the number of columns 1. Suppose I select 2. Suppose I select 3. And here you can select the spacing between the columns. Suppose I am increasing the spacing, so you can see the column distance will be increased. So now whole document is divided into newspaper style. Next topic is word wrap. Placement of the text going past the next line is called word wrap. That is without pressing the enter key. Now usually whenever we type any paragraph or any text in the document, you can see at the right edge, you can see at the right side when we reach, we don't have to press the enter key, but automatically our words or our letters scroll in the next line on its own. So this is called a word wrap feature. Practically, you can see here in the writer screen. Suppose I am typing some paragraph over here. I am typing some text over here. Here I am typing. And I am reaching at the right side. And I am not pressing the enter key, but without pressing the enter key, automatically my text comes below. That is called a word wrap feature. Next topic is indentation. The distance between the text boundary and the page margin is called indent. The three types of indents are positive indent, negative indent, and the hanging indent. As you can see in the writer, I have typed some paragraph. The first kind indent is positive indent. Whenever the paragraph text is written inside the margin, like now we know the text boundary and the pages is called a margin. Now inside the margin always we used to type anything. Now whenever the text is written within the margin, that is called a positive indent. Whenever text comes outside of the margin, that is called a negative indent. Now this is left margin and the text is coming out from the boundary. That is a negative indent. What is hanging indent? Hanging indent is also known as a first line indent. The hanging indent refers to the further indentation of part or paragraph or a section. That is, the text with the hanging indent is little inward from the first line of text. Hanging indent are frequently used for the bullets or number lists. Now you can see those indents in the writer screen. Now suppose this is called a positive indent. This is my positive indent. Now suppose I choose this and I am going outside my text boundary. That is called a negative indent. And whenever we select the first hanging indent only, that first hanging indent is only changed. You can see that particular line is going inside the paragraph. So it is known as hanging indent or the first line. The next topic is font, style and sizes. As we have discussed earlier, in the features of word processor, there is a feature specially named formatting feature. Now what do you mean by the formatting feature? Whenever we type some text, that is a normal text. And whenever we apply some effects, apply some kind of fonts, if we change the font style, if we change the size of the font, that all becomes the font, style and sizes. Now here you can see various text attributes. Like this is a text attribute. What is the normal text? Whatever we type, and the default font is the normal text. When we change into italic style, that is I. When we change into bold style, it becomes a bold letters. Bold and italic comes Bold letters and italic style, slanted text, that is called a bold and italic. Strike through means it will strike once, means a single line strike on the written text, that is a strike through. In same as double strike through. Double line strikes the text, that is a double strike through. Superscript and subscript option. Whenever we want some text written upwards the text, that is a superscript, and whenever we want some text downwards the text, that is a subscript. Usually these both feature is used whenever we want to write some kind of equations like a square or b square, a cube or b cube, that can be written with the use of superscript feature. And whenever we want to write some chemical formulas like H2SO4, so those 2 and 4 can be written using subscript option. In the small caps and the all caps, all letters will be written in the capital letter, the larger size and the smaller size. Other styles of this font are, this is the sizes, 10 points, 12 points, 16 points and etc. These are the sizes of the font, and the font name like Arial, Arial Black, Monotype Cursiva, Comic Sans MS, Times New Roman, etc. are the well-known font name. The next feature is text alignment. The text layout within a paragraph with respect to document margin is known as the text alignment. There are two types of main alignment, that is horizontal and a vertical alignment. Horizontal alignments are again of 4 types, that is left, right, center and justify. And the types of vertical alignments are top, bottom and middle. These vertical alignments are usually used whenever we type some content inside the table content. Now, as you can see in the screen, the first left alignment, whole paragraph is aligned from the left side, that is left alignment. This whole paragraph is aligned from the right side, that is right alignment. This paragraph, third paragraph, is aligned from the center side. So you can see this left and right edge, this is uneven. The right alignment, the left side is uneven, and in the left alignment, the right side is uneven. And this is called a justified. Usually, we used to keep the justified alignment after we prepare our document. Final output of the document should be always in the justified alignment. In justified alignment, the text will be aligned from the both left and right side. Now we will see these all alignment used in the writer's screen. Now, I'm selecting this paragraph. The alignments are aligned over here in the formatting toolbar. This is aligned left, this is aligned right, this one is centered alignment, and this one is justified alignment. Now suppose I try to insert table. So I am having this table. I'm writing some letters over here. Now here you can see the use of vertical alignment, format, alignment. These are the 4 horizontal alignment, and this is the 3 vertical alignment. Now right now top is selected. If I do center, it will come in center. If I change along with the vertical from the horizontal, it will come in the center from the horizontal. This is comes in the horizontally right side, and if I change the same alignment, bottom alignment, this becomes a bottom. Next topic is line spacing. Total height of a line of text including extra spacing is known as line spacing. Now, as you can see in this screen, the line spacing is shown. In the first black paragraph, you can see the single line spacing. This will be the normal or a default line spacing when we used to type any text in the document. The second paragraph is having a double line spacing, and the third paragraph is having the 1.5, that is 1.5 line spacing. Same thing I can show you with the use of right. Suppose I am selecting this paragraph. If I want to change my line setting, for that I need to go to format, paragraph. In the paragraph, you can see this is spacing option. In this, you can see the line spacing option. Here you can see 1.5 lines, double line, at least. In the at least, you have to give this measurement over here, how much centimeter distance you want between two lines. But usually we keep single or 1.5 or a double line spacing within the paragraph text. The next topic is page orientation. Orientation refers to whether the text is to be printed lengthwise or widthwise. When the text is printed or typed lengthwise, that is called a portrait orientation. And when the text is printed or typed widthwise, that is called a landscape orientation. In both the screenshot, you can see this page is a standing. Standing page is always called a portrait orientation, and the sleeping page is called a landscape orientation. Same thing you can see in the writer document. You have to click on format, page option, and here you can see I have choose this portrait. Then you can see the document will cover the portrait area. And if I choose format page landscape, then your document will be printed in the width. The document will be printed widthwise. The next topic is header and footer. A header or footer is text or graphics such as a page number, the date, or a company logo that is usually printed at the top or bottom of each page in the document. A header is always printed on the top margin and the footer is always printed at the bottom margin. As you can see in the screen, this is the header part. In the header part, the date is shown and the text, some text is shown, and the logo also can be. This is header part, this is the document, and in the bottom part, in the footer part, the timings are seen, the total number of pages out of 7 out of 10. The 7 is the current page number and the 10 is the total number of pages of the document that you can see using writers. Now, whenever you want to apply header and footer, you need to go first format page, and here you can see header section, header on. Here you can see footer section, footer on. So this is my header section. You can change the text over here. I have kept this logo in my header part and I have inserted this date over here. Now you must think how I have inserted the date. You can put your cursor, click on insert, fields and date. That way I have inserted the date. Same formatting features can be applied on the same. The formatting features also can be applied on the header part of the text. Same way you can see here the footer part. Now in the footer part, how to apply the page number? Same way, go to insert, fields, page number and page count. This is the page number which I have given here, and this is the page count which I have given. Total number of pages will be seen with the use of page count, and the current page number will be seen using the page number. Here you can see the time, the title or the subject, whatever you want to get printed on each page of the document at the header or a footer part. You can see here with the use of insert fields. So here I have inserted the time. The next topic is formatting a document. A general arrangement of the text is known as formatting. Three types of formatting in Writer. First type is character formatting, second type is paragraph formatting, and the third type is page formatting. All these three features can be opened in the Writer with the use of format menu, character or a paragraph or a page command. Now these three screenshots are of these three options. This is format character, this is format paragraph, and this one is format page. Now, with the use of format character formatting, all kind of character formatting will be All kind of character formatting can be applied using format character command. All kind of paragraph formatting can be applied using format paragraph feature, and all kind of page formatting will be applied using page formatting. Now you can see the same three features with the use of writer screen. Suppose I want to have some kind of formatting with my typed text. I will go to the format character. Now first option in the first step, the fonts can be changed. Suppose I would like to change my font into another font. I would like to change into italic style or a bold style or bold italic both. I would like to change font size. I can do this. The next part is font effect. The different effects are like this. You can make this outline style font, shadow line, blinking. Any one or more than one effect can be selected. Format character, you can change the color. This you can change this in outline font. You can change the size of the font. You can see this effect is applied over here. Another effect, the use of format character, that is position. As we discussed earlier, superscript and subscript that I am going to show you right now. And the next last is background. If you want to have any kind of background color to your text, then it can be applied. This is just like a highlighter. If you give this highlighter color from this formatting, that can be also similar, same way you have given. Now if you want to write some text like equation, chemical equation, over here write some mathematical equation. Select this particular text which you want to raise the text, that is format character, position, subscript. Same will be applied to for format character and the subscript. Same way you can do this, raising the text, format character and superscript, format character and superscript. This way you can have any kind of equation. Now here you can type some date also. Suppose I want to write 10th of January. So that TH can be also raised. So this is what we have seen about superscript and subscript, the use of formatting routine. The next is format a paragraph. How do we do this with the paragraph setting? Suppose I am selecting this paragraph using format and paragraph, indent and spacing. As we have discussed earlier, there are three types of indent: positive indent, negative indent, and the hanging indent. That indent also you can manually do from the outside using the ruler bar, or from the inside, the particular margin you want to do, that indent you can apply. I have selected this paragraph. I am going this with an indent after text. And this is first line indent. So this particular first line will be white. The exact thing which you can see outside of the paragraph is. Same thing is happened over here. These indents and the first line indent. Again, we will see some more features of paragraph formatting, that is alignment. Alignment are basic 4 alignment: left, right, center, and justified. All paragraph will be changed in these 4 alignment, any of these 4 alignment. In the drop cap feature, you can make any first letter with the drop cap. Like whatever paragraph first letter can be written in the bigger word, and how much line will be considered along with this 4. Yeah, you can do it in 2 even. Click on OK. This is what drop cap feature. The third and the last option is format page. In this basic page, margins, the height and width of the page, the orientation, portrait or landscape can be changed, and the 4 kind of margins also can be changed. Now, as we have discussed earlier, the 4 kind of margins, that is left, right, top and bottom. These margins means the distance between the text boundary and the page edge is called a margin. So default margin of this writer document is 2 centimeter each. There you can change all the kind of margins. The background. For the background, you can change the whole paragraph background or whole document background in any color. With the use of background command, you can change the whole document background in any light color like this. If you want to change the background in a particular graphic, like if you want to have some particular picture as a background, then you can have it like this. It will place like a tile all over the page. But if you want to change it in a whole area to be covered with single, then you can go for this area and do OK. Then your whole page will be covered with this background. So any picture can be put up as a background. So this is what we have seen, these 3 kind of formatting document: the character formatting, the paragraph and the page formatting. Remember, this can be operated using format menu. So this is what we have discussed about OpenOffice Writer Part 1. We will meet soon in Part 2. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.